At Metiamatics, we're always updating our API, in line with our mission to bring our customers the best, most relevant and up-to-date weather and climate data for their needs. This week, I sat down with Timotei Moos, an API engineer in our software development team, to talk about the most recent updates to the API.
So, Timotei, what kind of developments have been going on behind the scenes in the Metiamatics API recently?
Well, Tom, there are things our customers will notice and some they don't. Let's start with the less noticeable ones. Of course, our priority at Metiamatics is to make sure our customers are always working with the best, most accurate data. To do this, we keep on expanding the number of data sources we provide. We now have over 75 sources available behind the scenes in our data center. These consist of both regional and global weather models, as well as radar observations. We combine these data sources into an intelligent mix. For example, we have 18 separate radar datasets available which we combine into a single radar product. We are always working hard to bring even more sources online. We also recently installed a new satellite dish at our data center, meaning that the transmission of satellite data is much more reliable. We assimilate data from Meteosat, Himawari and GOES satellites, which we use to inform our downscaling processes, ultimately making all of our models, particularly Euro 1K, more reliable.
You mentioned Euro 1K. Can you give our audience a quick summary of what that is and why satellite data is so important for it?
Sure. Euro 1K is our top-of-the-range weather model which covers the whole of Europe and at the native resolution of 1 kilometer at latitude and longitude. This incredibly high spatial resolution means that the model is able to resolve local variations in things like terrain and ultimately produce the most realistic depiction of the atmosphere available. A model is only as good as the data you give to it though, and weather models are no exception. That's why we invest into completely new data sources, like our Meteor drones, and invest into the reliability of traditional sources, for example satellite and radar data. Both Euro 1K and ND1K, our 1 kilometer resolution model designed for our partners at Grand Sky in North Dakota, are rerun every hour, giving you the most updated prediction for the next 24 hours.
Okay, so even if some of these changes don't seem like new features, we're always improving the quality of the data that our customers are getting from Metiamatics. So what about these visible changes then?
Yes, those shiny new things that the customers can see. Well, several new query types are available through our Metiamatics API now. Customers can now request bespoke PDF reports from our API. We built this for a maritime customer, but are now making similar reports for our overland logistics and aviation customers. We've added several new color maps. This is something we do a lot at the request of our customers who want to visualize their API data in a specific way. We've also recently expanded our vector tiles requests. This is a technology to ship geo-aware information, but in contrast to a raster color map, here you send two things to the client. The first part is a style sheet with rendering instructions, and the second is the actual data. The actual rendering is done on the client side, which makes it way better in scenarios where the network speed is the bottleneck. This is a very well-known standard and is therefore easy to ingest into existing GIS applications. These vector tile supports parameters like METAR and TAF, which are widely used symbologies and very relevant for sectors like aviation, which use them all the time.
Thanks, Timotei. It's always great to hear about how our colleagues at Metiamatics are pushing the envelope. I'm looking forward to talking with you about this again sometime soon.